Alright, so it's the end of February. You just come in from shoveling the driveway for what, the 50th time this winter? You're tired, you're cold, your hands, your feet, you're aching, you're tired, you're hungry. You know what would be great right now? Is a big hot bowl of chili. Chili's pretty good in the winter time because it's a pretty good meal for the winter. I mean, it keeps good in the refrigerator. You can heat it up. You can make a whole bunch of it ahead of time. And like I mentioned, when you walk back in from shoveling the driveway again, it's going to taste pretty good. Hi, I am not a chef, but I am Josh Rose, and I'm going to show you my never won any award ever chili. I'm going to show you what kind of meat I use, all the different ingredients that go into it, and I'm going to show you all the spices that go into it, and I'm going to show you a couple of different kinds of ways to substitute some stuff in for whenever you forget stuff at the grocery store. Now, before we start, one of the more important things to remember about chili is there's really no perfect way to make chili, at least not that I've seen. Everybody seems to have their own way of making it, and you know what? More power to you. You know, if you don't like beer in your chili, then don't put beer in your chili. If you don't like stewed tomatoes in your chili, great, don't put stewed tomatoes in your chili. I guess as long as you've got, you know, a healthy amount of, you know, meat in your chili and you've got some kind of tomato product, maybe a little bit of spice or kick to it, there's really no way that you can really screw it up. So that said, really, let's get to it. So I'm not going to show you the pot yet, but where I'm at right now, I've actually already started. The first thing what I did was I pre-chopped up everything, because I'm not going to make a speech about how to chop up onions, because that'd be a terrible speech. But what I did was I chopped up a whole onion along with 1 shallot and 4 cloves of garlic. Get all that stuff chopped up. You put it in your pan with some olive oil and you cook all that down. Once you get that cooked down and brown, I threw in 2 pounds of meat. Now, as far as your meat goes, it's really up to you what you decide to choose. If you want turkey or ground beef, or if you have a dog that won't stay out of the kitchen, he's being a pain in the butt, you know, whatever your morality decides to choose. Now, what I decided to go for was I used a pound of ground beef and a pound of deer, because my girlfriend hates deer meat, and if you want to hide deer meat in something, you put it in chili, because trust me, she's never going to taste the difference. So, but yeah, if you want to go healthy, go turkey, go chicken, it's really all good. Now, actually where I'm at right now is I'm actually just starting to dump the rest of the ingredients in here. So I'm going to follow my trusty recipe here. And I've got it written on the back of what I'm talking about. So here we go. I've got 1 can of stewed tomatoes. Right on in there. 1 can of chicken broth. Now this is the second time I'm using it because it's the second pot of chili in the past few weeks. But so basically 1 can is one of these guys. He's going to go in there. There we go. Got 1 bottle of beer. Got, this is a 1/4 cup of white vinegar. We've got what does that say? I promise you it's measured. 1 teaspoon of liquid smoke. I'm not going to do the measuring, but I measured it into a shot glass beforehand. And the official, unofficial recipe calls for a whole lot of Frank's Red Hot. I like it hot. I go for a lot. That's about right. That's about right. Okay. Now for the good stuff. What you've got here, okay, I don't know if you can see it, you can probably see it. You got light red kidney beans, dark red kidney beans, and actually a can of corn in here. you know, the chili part of it. If you're from Texas, maybe you don't use beans in your chili, maybe you do, I don't know, it's up to you. So like I said, it's your chili. Alright, we're going to give that a good stir. Alright, next part. These are the spices. Now the spices, it's up to you. Everybody's going to have their own blend. What my blend is, I've got around 4 tablespoons of chili powder. I've got 2 tablespoons of cumin, 1 tablespoon of fennel seed, and 1 teaspoon of sugar. And we're going to stir that around, and we're going to put it on medium-low. Alright, now I'm going to bring you over. I'm going to try to make sure that I can bring the camera over and show you into the pot. That's pretty much what it's going to look like. It doesn't look like much now, but once you put the lid on it and get it cooking for a few hours, I promise you, it's going to look amazing. Now, and that's about it, honestly. There's not too much to it. I mean, the prep work is really the big thing. I mean, I made it, you know, pretty easy, just dump it in there, but... So, today we talked about how to make chili. Is it perfect? Not really. I mean, there's not much to it. Honestly, I found this recipe on the internet a couple months ago. I made it one time, and it was the best chili I've had in a long time that didn't come from a restaurant. It cost $10 a bowl. You guys might have your recipes out there that got handed down from generation to generation, and if you like that more, then absolutely go for it. I mean, even share it with everybody else. I mean, good chili is good chili. 3 most important things that I can think of to remember would be, number 1, get your recipes beforehand. You know, use a good recipe. Get all your ingredients together. Number 2 would be, don't be afraid to improvise, like I said. And number 3, probably the most important, don't chop onions 2 hours before your girlfriend comes over, because she's going to think that you just spent 2 hours watching Notebook. So, thanks and enjoy.